the essential habit billionaires practice every day. Your dreams deserve 30 seconds a day. They don't talk about this in interviews. You won't see it on magazine covers. But there's one habit, just one, that most billionaires do every single day. And it doesn't take money, degrees, or connections. All it takes is 30 seconds of your focus. That's right. While most people wake up on autopilot, already drowning in notifications and rushing through the day, the true strategists of life quietly take control, with their eyes closed. Now, I know that might sound counterintuitive. How can closing your eyes take you further in life? But the answer lies in neuroscience, in the power of focused imagination, in the human ability to shape the future with the right thoughts. And before you roll your eyes and think, "Here comes the self-help nonsense," take a breath. Because today, you're going to understand why visualizing isn't daydreaming. It's training your brain the same way a sniper trains his aim, with absolute focus and intention. What separates those who reach the top from those who stay stuck isn't talent or luck. It's perception. It's your mental filter. It's knowing exactly where you're going, and more than that, feeling like you belong there. And the most powerful tool to adjust that inner GPS. It's already within your reach. You're about to learn how some of the greatest minds in history used the Reticular Activating System, RAS, to notice what others didn't. They turned ideas into empires, goals into movements, and dreams into tangible reality. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn just 30 seconds of your day into a ritual that reprograms your mind, boosts your confidence, and shifts your focus to what really matters. And no, you won't need more willpower. You'll just need to understand that you already hold an invisible weapon that creates visible results. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll show you how to start using it today. So here's the question. Are you ready to stop waiting and start seeing? Visualization and the brain. Have you ever thought about how your brain works like a nightclub bouncer? It decides what gets in and what stays out. That bouncer is called the Reticular Activating System, or just RAS. And it's not there by accident. It works based on your beliefs, good or bad. If you wake up thinking you're not good enough, guess what your RS is going to do? It'll scan your entire day looking for proof of that. It'll highlight the weird look from a coworker, the ignored email, the silence after your idea. That filter in your brain is working with surgical precision, but maybe against you. Now here's the wild part. Your brain can't really tell the difference between a real memory and a vividly imagined one. That's right. If you imagine a moment of success so clearly it feels real, your brain logs it as a real experience. And the RAS shifts the filter, which means you can actually use your imagination to trick your brain. This time in your favor. You can make it start looking for signs that you're capable, that you're on the right path. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience. Let's take a practical example. Imagine someone who's always felt insecure at work. He believes he'll never get promoted. Every day, his brain finds little proof to back that up. Now, let's say that same person starts practicing visualization for 30 seconds a day. He sees himself speaking confidently in meetings, leading projects, getting praised by his boss. And more importantly, he feels what it's like to be in that moment. Slowly, his brain starts recognizing the pattern and adjusting the filter. His RS begins to notice things he used to miss. Compliments, opportunities, ideas. That's not luck. That's mental reprogramming. The truth is, we're always feeding our minds, but most of the time we're doing it unconsciously. Once you understand how your brain's filter works, you gain an unfair advantage. The same system that holds you back can be trained to lift you up. It's like putting on success goggles. You see what matters and tune out what doesn't. And it all starts with the power of visualization. You don't have to wait for life to change to feel like a winner. You feel like a winner and then life changes. Can you feel that shift? So, if your brain believes whatever you focus on, imagine what would happen if you focused every single day on your goals, your vision, your confidence. I'm not talking about empty fantasies. I mean real emotions connected to clear, specific images. It's like giving your brain an emotional GPS. And once it has the map, it starts guiding you, even subconsciously, toward exactly what you want. But that leads to the next big question. How do you turn this into a powerful daily habit? Why this really matters. Some people hear about visualization and think, oh great, another trendy technique. But this isn't just pretty on paper. It's backed by science. When you visualize with intention and consistency, you're literally reprogramming your brain to search for proof that you're capable. This goes way beyond positive thinking. It's mental engineering. You stop being a spectator in your own life, and you become the scriptwriter. Your brain, powered by the RAS, starts scanning your environment for evidence to match what you've been training it to see. And the more you practice, the more natural this shift becomes. Think about this. Have you ever bought a new car and suddenly started seeing that exact model everywhere? That's your reticular activating system in action. It's saying, hey, this is important to you, and now it highlights that pattern. Now imagine using that same system to focus on your goals, your habits, and your success mindset. The difference? Instead of seeing cars, you start spotting opportunities. That open job position nobody noticed. That subtle compliment. That passing idea that could turn into a business. You begin to see what used to fly under the radar. And here's the crazy part. It's not just mental, it's physical too. Studies show that visualizing an action activates the same brain areas as actually doing it. So when you imagine yourself speaking in public with confidence, your brain is actually practicing that skill. It's like a mental rehearsal. That's why Olympic athletes visualize victory before the race. Successful entrepreneurs picture the outcome before the first pitch. Because visualization is practice. And practice builds performance. Ever feel like life's stuck? Like nothing's moving forward? Most of the time, that feeling comes from outdated mental programming. You're not broken, you're just running old software. And the mindset shift begins the moment you stop waiting for the world to give you permission to dream. And you start giving that command from the inside out. Visualization is your source code. It helps you install a new operating system, lighter, faster, and more aligned with who you want to become. And the best part, strengthens your motivation every single day. Because when you see, feel, and truly believe in your best self, your body follows. Your actions follow. Your behavior changes. Not because of willpower, but because of clarity. Because of direction. Because of alignment. That's why great leaders don't just have a vision. They live in their vision. They manifest what they want before they have it. And now that you understand the why, maybe it's time to learn the how, right? How to practice visualization, the two-step method. Now that you understand the power of visualization, it's time to put it into practice. And believe me, it's not some complicated secret. Just 2 simple steps. But don't be fooled by how easy it sounds. This is where the magic happens. Step 1 is to close your eyes. Yep, that's it. Seems silly, but by closing your eyes, you're giving a direct command to your brain's filter. I'm disconnecting from the outside world and tuning into my inner world. And in that inner world, you are the creator, the architect of your reality. This space of conscious imagination is where you begin to shape the version of life you actually want to live. Close your eyes and see yourself there. Not as someone trying, but as someone living the result. If your goal is to improve your communication at work, picture yourself speaking clearly, being heard, respected. Feel the room, the lighting, the sound of your voice. If your dream is financial freedom, visualize yourself looking at your bank statement, feeling the relief, the gratitude, the confidence. That level of detail is key. Your RAS needs clear data to work with. The more specific you are, the more effectively it can highlight real-world opportunities. Step 2, just as important as the first, is emotion. You can't just see it, you have to feel it. Your brain records experiences that are charged with positive emotion. So while you visualize, dive deep into the feelings that scene brings you. Pride, joy, peace, self-worth. Let your heart race a little. Let a smile sneak in. Because when you combine vivid imagery with strong emotion, you create an emotional memory. And that's the rocket fuel for mental reprogramming. That's when things really start to shift. Want a concrete example? Let's say your goal is to lose weight. Don't just imagine your ideal body. See yourself waking up early, energized, choosing healthy food with joy, working out and feeling proud of it. See the admiration in others' eyes. Hear someone you care about say, You look amazing. Picture yourself saying, "I did it," with your chest full of pride. That kind of visualization isn't fantasy. It's neural conditioning. You're building an inner reference so strong that your body and mind will chase it down. And they will. With just 30 seconds a day, yes, only 30. You can start activating the system. But it has to be intentional, emotional, consistent. When you make it a daily habit, you begin turning the invisible into direction. And from direction comes clarity. From clarity comes action. And from action, you already know results. But here comes the real-world question. How do you fit this into your daily routine when you've got work, kids, bills, and the usual chaos? Putting it into practice. Now it's time to turn theory into action. Because knowing all about visualization, the reticular activating system, and mental reprogramming means nothing if you don't do something with it. And no, you don't need some fancy ritual. Just pick one clear goal, something you genuinely want. Could be earning more money, getting healthier, speaking more confidently, changing careers, whatever matters most to you. Then, every day, for just 30 seconds, dive into that scene as if it's already happening. Simple, direct, powerful. Do it in the morning before you touch your phone, or at night right before bed. That in-between state, where the conscious meets the subconscious, is when your brain is most open and responsive. Close your eyes. See it. Feel it. Breathe like someone who's already achieved it. Notice how your body reacts, how your posture changes. Because it's not just about the image, it's about the feeling. That emotional self-concept is what shapes your decisions throughout the day. You'll wake up with more energy, more courage, more direction. And that's what creates real results. Now, be smart about this. Don't visualize like you're begging for it to happen. It's not some distant wish. It's a mental rehearsal, as if you're already there. Picture yourself paying for that dream vacation with money you earned. Feel the ocean breeze, the warmth of the sun, the freedom in your chest. Or see your client signing a contract for your services. Feel the pride. See your name being spoken with respect. These images feed your iris with proof that this is real. And once it believes, it starts highlighting coincidences. Open doors, opportunities that were always there. But now you see them. And if you're thinking, "But I keep forgetting to do it," here's the fix. Create a trigger. Stick a post-it on your mirror that says, 30 seconds for my dreams. Or set an alarm with a message like, "Time to become who I was born to be." Make it a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth. Because brushing protects your smile, but visualizing protects and guides your future. It's a mental workout that aligns you with the version of yourself you want to become. And the more you do it, the more you build motivation, self-worth, and yes, self-confidence. One more thing to remember. You don't have to visualize everything all at once. Pick one area of your life. Focus on it for a while. And shift. Whether it's financial, emotional, professional, or spiritual. One focus at a time. With consistency, you create new pathways in your brain. And those new pathways change your decisions. Change your results. Change your life. Now just imagine. What would happen if you did this every single day? Even for less than 1 minute? What would happen to your destiny? Now that you know the power behind closing your eyes for just 30 seconds. Tell me this. Are you really going to keep ignoring something that could transform your entire life? Are you going to keep believing you need to work 3 times harder, chase everything like crazy? Or are you finally ready to play the game at the mental level, where the real masters operate? It doesn't matter how lost, stuck, or insecure you feel right now. If you commit to just 30 seconds a day, with intention, with emotion, with a clear image, your brain will begin to change. And when your brain changes, your reality changes with it. So let me ask you, have you visualized today the person you want to become? Have you seen yourself living the life you truly want? Or are you still feeding that old filter that only shows you limits and obstacles? Your dreams deserve this. You deserve this. But no one's going to do it for you. It's a choice, habit, commitment to your future. Because while some people are stuck in fear, others are training their minds to find opportunity, even in the middle of chaos. So what about you? Will you train your mind, or let the world keep training it for you? Leave a comment down below. What's the first thing you're going to start visualizing from today forward? Let's talk. And if this video opened your mind, don't leave without subscribing and hitting that notification bell, because there's so much more coming. Content to unlock your potential, empower your mindset, and remind you, every single day, that the life of your dreams doesn't come from blind hustle. It comes from clear vision,